My dear one, take a moment now. Breathe gently. Let your shoulders drop. Let the tension fall away. You are safe here. You are in a space of love, a space where you are deeply supported. If your heart has been feeling heavy or your mind has been filled with doubts, know that you are not alone. So many of us carry quiet worries, wondering if life will ever truly shift, if the dreams we hold in our hearts will ever come to life. Sometimes it feels like we're waiting and hoping, but we don't know what to do next. Sometimes we're simply tired of waiting. I want to remind you that everything begins within you. Even the money you desire, the security, the abundance, the opportunity, it all begins as a seed in your mind. You are not asking for too much. You are learning to allow more. And today, I want to help you. You see, the universe is always listening, but sometimes we don't give ourselves permission to ask in a way that feels real. That's why something as simple as writing a check to yourself can become a powerful moment of change. It's not the paper or the pen that holds power, it's your belief. Your willingness to declare, I am ready to receive, I am worthy of what I desire, I am open now. For years, many beautiful souls have used this practice of writing a check to themselves, not because they believed in magic tricks, but because they understood that clarity creates confidence, and confidence invites energy to move. You are not just asking for money, you are calling forward a new version of you, one that knows how to receive, one that feels at ease with joy, one that trusts life again. So before we go deeper, I ask you to soften. You don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to know all the steps right now. Just let my words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Let yourself be guided gently, because something wonderful is being born in you, a new awareness, a new belief, a new way of welcoming life. We live in a universe that responds to energy, not to fear, not to lack, but to belief, to openness, to joy. That's what we're returning to today. The part of you that believes again, the part of you that knows, I deserve to live in abundance. I deserve to feel free. I deserve to feel good about receiving. This isn't about greed or ego. This is about restoring the natural flow that you were always meant to live in. When you write that check to yourself, you are not pretending. You are remembering. You are saying, this is possible for me. I see myself here. And more importantly, you are saying, I am allowed. You are allowed to ask for more. You are allowed to feel wealthy. You are allowed to step into a new chapter where ease replaces struggle. And it all begins with a thought, a quiet thought that whispers, maybe it's my time now. And it is your time now. So let us walk forward together, hand in hand, with a calm heart and an open mind. Everything you need is within you, and now we begin to awaken it. Every thought you think is shaping your life. I have said this many times because it is true every time. What you believe becomes what you experience. The outer world is a mirror of your inner thoughts. And if your thoughts have been filled with fear, lack, or not enough, then that is what keeps showing up. But here's the beautiful news. Those thoughts can change right now. You can begin to think in a new way, and when you do, your life begins to reshape itself. You are not helpless. You are not broken. You are powerful beyond what you've been taught to believe. Within you lives the spark of creation, the energy that forms worlds, and this energy flows through your thoughts, your emotions, your words, your choices. You are already creating every moment of every day, so why not create on purpose? If you've been feeling like abundance is far away, I want to assure you, it's not. Abundance is already in the room with you. It's in the breath you're taking. It's in the beat of your heart. It's in the opportunities that you haven't yet noticed. When you start to think, I am supported, I am loved, I am safe, you shift the world around you. You tune into a different rhythm, a rhythm of receiving, of ease, of peace. You don't have to chase wealth. You align with it. You become a match to it. You let go of the stories that say, it's hard. It's not for people like me. I always have to struggle. Those stories are not true. They are just habits, and habits can be changed. Think about your mind like a beautiful garden. What you plant grows. If you've been planting fear, you'll see more of it. If you've been planting faith, you'll feel it begin to bloom. So start planting prosperity. Water it with your love, your trust, your focus. Say softly to yourself, I am willing to change. I am willing to see things differently. I am willing to receive. It's okay if doubt still lingers. Let it sit quietly, like a cloud in the sky passing by. You don't need to chase it away. You just choose a better thought, one better feeling thought at a time. That's all it takes. Let's say a few gentle affirmations together. Say them slowly. Feel them in your heart. I am open to receiving all the good life has to offer. It is safe for me to have more than enough. I welcome abundance with joy and gratitude. Let these words sink into your being. Speak them daily, not with force, but with kindness. Whisper them to yourself when fear arises. They are not just words, they are doorways to a new reality. You see, when you shift your thinking, you don't just change your money, you change your relationship with life. You begin to feel supported, guided, held. That's what true wealth is, feeling connected, knowing that you are enough, and that what you desire is already making its way to you. Now let's talk about why writing a check to yourself is such a powerful step. At first, it may feel unusual. You may wonder, what good could this possibly do? But remember, everything that exists in the physical world began as an idea, a thought, a vision. Writing that check isn't about money appearing from nowhere. It's about giving your mind a focus, a direction, a signal that says, this is real, I am ready. The moment you write down what you wish to receive, you shift something deep within. You go from wishing to knowing, from hoping to allowing. You are no longer waiting for permission. You are saying, I claim this with love. You are stepping into the vibration of having rather than the emptiness of lack. There's something sacred about taking pen to paper. You're not just daydreaming, you're anchoring your vision. You're making it physical. You are saying to yourself, I see you, I believe in you, and that belief is magnetic. Think of it this way. When you place an order at a restaurant, you don't run into the kitchen to beg the chef. You don't wonder if they understood your request. You simply trust the process. You sit, you wait, you allow. You expect what you've asked for to arrive. Writing a check is your way of placing an order with the universe, and then your job is to prepare your heart to receive. So when you sit down to write this check, do it with presence, do it with love. You are not trying to prove anything. You are not trying to force anything. You are simply expressing your readiness. That is all. And you may be surprised at what begins to shift, not just in your finances, but in your energy. You walk a little taller, you breathe a little deeper, you trust a little more, and as you do, the world responds, because it always does. Let us not rush this practice. Let it be sacred. Let it be joyful. Let it be the beginning of a new way of seeing yourself, not as someone trying to survive, but as someone here to thrive, as someone ready to let life love them in ways they never imagined. You are not asking for too much. You are stepping into your birthright, and it all begins with a single check, written in faith, held in love, filled with belief. Sometimes when we begin to open our hearts to receiving, old thoughts rise to the surface. Thoughts that say, I don't deserve this, or this is too much, or who am I to ask for more? These are not the truth of who you are. These are echoes of the past, echoes from what you were taught, from moments when you didn't feel seen or valued, from times you tried and it didn't work. But they are not your destiny. They are not your final word. Many of us have been conditioned to feel guilty for wanting more. We were taught that asking is selfish, that comfort is indulgent, that having more than just enough means taking from someone else. But that is not how true abundance works. Real abundance is not about taking, it is about flowing. It is about receiving so you can share, so you can live with ease, so you can express your gifts fully and joyfully. If any part of you feels uncomfortable when you think about having wealth, I want you to hold that feeling gently. Don't push it away. Don't scold yourself. Just notice it. And then ask with kindness, is this belief helping me grow, or is it keeping me small? You can do a simple practice each day. Stand in front of your mirror, look into your own eyes, and softly say, I deserve to receive. I am open now. This may feel strange at first, especially if you've spent years criticizing yourself. But your mirror can become your friend. It becomes a place of healing, a space where you learn to speak to yourself with the love you've always needed. And if words are difficult right now, you can begin with silence, just standing there, just being present with yourself, without judgment. That is enough to begin shifting the energy. That is enough to say, I matter. You might also take a few quiet moments each evening to journal. Ask yourself, what did I believe about money today? Where did I feel resistance? Where did I allow it? And then gently write, I am learning. I am growing. I am healing my relationship with receiving. There is no rush. Healing does not follow a clock. It follows love, and love meets you right where you are. Let us speak some affirmations together. You may close your eyes and place your hand over your heart if you like. I am willing to release any beliefs that block my abundance. I forgive myself for the times I felt unworthy. I now allow life to bless me in beautiful ways. You don't need to feel these fully right away. Simply be willing. The willingness opens the door. The love will follow. Receiving is a gentle art. It's not about pushing, it's about relaxing. And as you begin to open your hands, your heart, and your life, you will find that the universe was never withholding anything from you. It was simply waiting for your invitation. Now let's talk about something you might not always connect to abundance, but it's deeply connected, your body. The way you feel in your body is often a reflection of how safe you feel receiving it. When we live in fear, when we hold on to stress, our bodies become tight. Our chest may feel heavy, our stomachs may ache, our breath may stay shallow. These are signs, not signs that something is wrong with you, but signs that your body is carrying too much and that you are ready for a new way. We often talk about money like it's something separate from us, something far away, something to chase. But money, like love, is energy, and energy flows where there is ease, where there is openness, where there is trust. So ask yourself softly, how does it feel in my body when I think about being wealthy? If the answer is tight, scared, unsure, that's okay. That's where your healing begins. I invite you to practice a simple moment of presence. Sit or stand quietly. Close your eyes if you feel safe, and just breathe. Let your belly soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your shoulders drop. As you breathe in, say silently, I allow. As you breathe out, say, I receive. Feel how your body responds. You may feel warmth, you may feel tingles, or you may feel nothing at all. All of it is okay. The point is not to feel a certain way. The point is to connect, to be with yourself in kindness. Your body is not your enemy. Your body is your home, and when you begin to speak to it with love, it begins to speak back. It begins to relax. It begins to trust. And when your body feels safe, your life begins to open. You can try a gentle affirmation here, whispered or spoken aloud. It is safe for me to receive. My body is open to abundance. I relax into the flow of life. Repeat these anytime you feel anxious about money or about anything at all. Let them become a soft melody in your day, not a demand, but an invitation. Now let us move into a beautiful practical moment. Let's walk through how to write the check. Find a quiet place, a comfortable chair, a warm light. Take a piece of paper or an old checkbook or print a blank check template, whatever feels right to you. Sit with it for a moment. Hold it gently. Let your heart become quiet. Then write your name on the pay to the order of line. Write it with love. Write it with belief. This check is for you. You are the one receiving. You are the one being honored. Let your name glow on the paper. Now choose an amount, any amount that excites you but doesn't overwhelm you. It could be large or small. What matters is that it feels joyful, something you can imagine receiving with gratitude, without fear. Let your hands write that number clearly. This is your intention. This is your claim. Then choose a date. Some like to write today's date. Others write a date in the future. Choose what feels best for your spirit. There is no right or wrong. There is only what brings you peace. Finally, sign the check. And here you can write the universe or God or divine source or life itself. Use the name that speaks to your heart, the name that reminds you that you are not alone in this process. Hold the check close to your chest. Breathe with it. Feel the energy you've just set in motion. This isn't about fantasy. This is about focus. You are choosing to align your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with abundance. This check is not just paper. It is a mirror. It reflects your readiness to receive. Place the check somewhere meaningful, maybe in your wallet, maybe on your mirror, maybe beside your bed. Somewhere you will see it, not as a reminder of what you lack, but as a symbol of what you are welcoming. Each time you see it, take a breath, smile, whisper to yourself, It is already on its way, because it is. This practice is more than symbolic. It is energetic. It trains your mind to expect good. It teaches your body to relax. It tells your spirit, I am ready. And readiness is the soil where miracles grow. Every day, you have the chance to match your thoughts and feelings to the life you truly want to live. That check you've written is not just sitting there quietly, it's holding space for you to grow into the version of yourself that welcomes abundance, that feels safe having more than enough, that knows how to trust life. You see, abundance isn't something you beg for, it's something you gently allow. And to allow, you must first believe. Belief doesn't always come all at once. It grows, just like a flower. It starts as a seed, an idea that maybe things can be different. And with each positive thought, each kind word, each peaceful breath, that seed begins to bloom. One of the most beautiful ways to support this blooming is by aligning your daily thoughts with what you've asked for. If you've written yourself a check for a joyful, prosperous life, then begin to think thoughts that support that joy. Speak to yourself kindly. Treat yourself with care. Take actions, no matter how small, that reflect your belief that good is coming. When your inner world matches your vision, the outer world responds. This is not about pretending that everything is perfect. It's about gently guiding your mind toward a new way of seeing. Instead of saying, I hope something changes, try saying, something good is unfolding for me right now. Instead of saying, I don't know how this will happen, try saying, I trust that life is working things out for me. And use affirmations not as wishes, but as declarations of truth. You might say, I am aligned with the energy of abundance. Each day I step deeper into prosperity. What I desire is already on its way to me. Speak them softly. Speak them when you brush your teeth, when you go for a walk, when you feel uncertain. Let them become part of your rhythm. And the more you say them, the more your inner world shifts, and that shift is powerful. There may be moments when your old thoughts try to return. That's normal, that's natural. Simply notice them with compassion and say, thank you for trying to protect me, but now I choose something new. And then gently return to your affirmation, your breath, your vision. Each day is a new opportunity to choose alignment. Each moment is a doorway back to your truth. Now imagine yourself already receiving what you asked for. How would you feel? How would you move? How would you speak to yourself and to others? Begin to live in that energy, not to trick the universe, but to prepare your life to hold what's coming. It's like getting your home ready for a beloved guest. You clean, you light a candle, you open the windows. You don't know the exact moment they'll arrive, but you know they're on their way, and you want them to feel welcome. That's how you prepare for the good you've asked for. You make space. You create the feeling now. You act as though it's already done, not with force, not with pressure, but with trust. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. You begin to live from a place of peace, not panic, from a place of joy, not fear. And it is in this state of being that true receiving takes place. And now, the tender part, the waiting. Sometimes we ask and expect things to come right away, and sometimes they do, but other times it takes a little while. Not because the universe is testing you or punishing you, but because the timing is sacred, because there are pieces being moved, unseen, because you are growing in ways that will allow you to fully receive and sustain the blessing. This is where trust becomes your greatest tool. Trust means knowing that you've been heard, that you are supported, that what you've asked for is not only possible, it's already on its way. You don't need to check on it every moment. You don't need to worry about it into existence. You simply need to stay open, stay kind to yourself, stay connected to the feeling of having. This doesn't mean ignoring your current reality. It means seeing it with soft eyes. It means finding gratitude even in the small things, a warm cup of tea, a kind smile, a peaceful moment. These small blessings are signs that you're already in the flow. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, place your hand over your heart and say, "All is well. I trust the timing of my life. I am exactly where I need to be." Let these words soothe the part of you that still wants to rush. Let them calm the voice that says, "What if it doesn't happen?" And remind that voice gently, "It's already happening. I just can't see all of it yet." You are not alone. You are deeply guided. Life is always communicating with you, and if you stay open, you will hear its whispers of reassurance. And so, we've come full circle. You began this journey with a question in your heart, a quiet hope for more ease, more joy, more abundance. And along the way, you've remembered something important, that you are the source, that your thoughts matter, that your energy creates, that you are not powerless, not forgotten, not broken. You are loved, you are guided, and you are ready. That check you wrote to yourself is more than paper. It is a promise to honor yourself, to believe in yourself, to choose thoughts that nourish, words that uplift, and actions that reflect your worth. Abundance is not something you chase, it's something you align with. And today, you've taken steps toward that alignment. With every breath, every affirmation, every gentle decision to believe just a little more, you are building a new world from the inside out. So now, take one last deep breath. Feel it fill your body. Feel the aliveness in your heart. And repeat with me, "I am open to receiving. I am ready to thrive. Life loves me, and I love life." Your check is already in the mail of the universe. Trust it, bless it, live in its energy, and allow the miracle to find its way home to you.